curve street, and this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it to the right side. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Now here comes the bunch formation. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And, Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently. And even Isaiah Spiller, good tough blend of toughness and speed.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle who are showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Quick throw over the middle. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running back grabs it on the screen. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage. They could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. It's a quick grab. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Texas A&M getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for the wideout. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And this one is right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Chris, the defense has got to do a better job of wrapping up the tight end there. The coach is preaching to these guys, we need more than one tackler to the ball. They caught a break there. The tight end breaks the first tackle, and they had another man there to bring him down before it could have gotten ugly.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. Nittany Lions will have to kick this away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. The receiver makes the grab, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Gets some space around the 30. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the sophomore QB with an inaccurate throw threw it behind his man. Offense showing a bunch formation now. send the back in motion. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he'll lost it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They'll try the right side on the toss. They make the stop, but not before a solid game that time.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards, get those first downs.
And on the carry, he's heading left. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. That one hurts. Smacks him up 10 yards. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Scanning the field, it's Cook. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
From the 15-yard line, it's 2nd and long. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage here.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage?
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And it's fair caught near the 40-yard line. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. It was a foot race and he won it.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Look at this, an end around to start the drive. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. To throw, it's Cook. Here's the throw deep downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Solid run. They'll bring him down to the 28-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Tailback takes the handoff again. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push, and once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
1st and 10 play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Catch made on the left side. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving his defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Linebackers making some adjustments now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Cook. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. Gets into space at the 50. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. The shotgun running play call. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4.
Teams are getting more and more creative with how they run their counter plays. Gone are the days of everyone under center running the counter tray. Now you're seeing it modernized. We'll see how many different versions they'll run today.
Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
The Nittany Lions will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. It gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that 1st down.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Here comes a handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
To throw, it's Cook. And he's hit just before the throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Big, tremendous toughness here. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, A&M.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it with a 16. That's good coverage there. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
To throw, it's Cook. Pressure is coming. Using his legs on the scramble. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick this away to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. We get the second half started with the running play. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
He'll hand it off. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line. Well, the big fellow's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
They'll hand it off. Finding space at the 20. And he's into the end zone easily. But this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field. And the Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. And here's the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
A lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
Defense not pressing this time. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running back has it on a screen now. The pickup is 6. Makes it third down and 4.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive